You said?
Are you looking for a great career opportunity with increased income potential and benefits? Come join the local Auto Select team of dedicated auto service professionals. If you're an experienced auto service advisor, technician, or tire lube tech, Auto Select could be a great fit for you. Auto Select's team of dedicated and experienced service advisors exceed expectations for auto repair and service. Auto Select is the area's best kept secret for tires. We even offer free tire rotations every 6,000 miles with every tire purchase. Go to AutoSelectOnline.com for locations near you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into opening night of the 2023 WIAA football season. Live from Gerke Field here in Stevens Point, it's the SPASH Panthers and their opening game of the season hosting the Mukwonago Indians here as we've got live football for you all across Wisconsin tonight here for opening night of the football season in Wisconsin. We've got 9 games live on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network here tonight, and in this one, again, it's the SPASH Panthers hosting the Mukwonago Indians. You look at these two teams. My name is Cale Jacoby alongside Trevor Zaleski doing the production here tonight, and it looks like they're going to go through the national anthem here from Stevens Point.
Heartland Custom Homes is a local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
Let your job journey begin. Finally, job seekers can stop spending hours searching from one job search engine to another. Instead, find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place and at one time. Let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Marshfield, Medford, Stevens Point, and Wausau, you'll find a variety of local jobs right in your community, including full-time, part-time, and temporary. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals. Visit expresspros.com.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Auto Select pregame show live on Zaleski Sports, getting set to start the SPASH Panthers and Mukwonago Indians matchup here, opening night of the WIAA high school football season here in 2023. This is your Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you are good to go. Once again, my name is Cale Jacoby alongside Trevor Zaleski doing the production here tonight. As we take a look at these two teams and how their seasons went last year, visiting Mukwonago Indians, a heck of a season to say the least. 12-2 overall. They lost in the state championship game in Division I to Kimberly, 34-30 last season. 12-2 overall. They finished first place in the Classic 8 conference, did the Mukwonago Indians. Again, this game 1 of the 2023 season here in this one. And for the SPASH Panthers, last season they're coming off a 3-7 outing last year, finishing 7th in the Valley Football Association. So SPASH going to have a tough test here opening night of their season. But again, as you know, these teams put together their schedules a couple of years in advance for seasons. You know, you'd rather play, at least in my eyes, those top teams early on in the season. You get those tough matchups out of the way. And, again, you never know what's going to happen. Again, Mukwonago, of course, lost some players on that team that went to state last year. SPASH with a different team this year as well. So you never know what teams are going to look like coming into a season. The results from the season before are never necessarily how things are going to wind up. And we are set to kick things off here from Stevens Point Gerke Field at Community Stadium here in Stevens Point, the home of the SPASH Panthers, hosting Mukwonago Indians. And here's the opening kickoff of the 2023 season here in Wisconsin high school football. And pretty good kick. Back on it. That one's going to be all the way into the end zone. And a touchback as Ryan McCormick, the kicker, blasts that one out into the end zone for a touchback. And SPASH will start their drive at the 20-yard line. Starting at quarterback for SPASH is Mason Dillingham. And check throw, handoff, and that's a fumble, and Mukwonago has recovered it. The first play is a fumble for Stevens Point, and Mukwonago makes the recovery. I think that was Austin Schulist making the recovery. It looked like number 3 diving and making the play. Not the way you want to start for SPASH, but what a way to start for the Indians of Mukwonago. Austin Schulist jumps on the ball, and again, I misspoke. Earlier, we'll get to that in a second, but here's Mukwonago now in the red zone after one play from scrimmage. Couple motions in there. The snap, handoff up the middle, running through and falling down. It looks like a good 7-8 yard gain for the running back, Mason Radabicki. Radabicki on the carry. He gains, they'll give it 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2 here for Mason Radabicki. And starting at quarterback for Mukwonago is Tyler Schlut. Here's Schlut. The pitch outside. There's Radabicki again. Cuts inside, taken down just past the 5-yard line to the 4. Flag down on the field, though. See the call here. Personal foul. Tripping against Mukwonago. So a tripping call against the Indians going to set them back 15. Set them back. That'll be 15 yards. That'll make it, 2nd and 17 now for Mukwonago. So 2nd and 17 after the initial fumble. Again, if you're just joining us, SPASH, after they had a touchback on the kickoff, a fumble on the handoff on their first play from scrimmage gave Mukwonago the ball in the red zone here. It's 2nd and 17 off the tripping penalty for Mukwonago. Handoff to Radabicki, and he's got space down the left sideline, down past the 10-yard line. And a good gain for Mason Radabicki, as we'll see where they mark it here. He gains a good 14 yards. 14-yard carry for Radabicki, and it's 3rd and 3 here for Mukwonago. Again, starting at quarterback, Tyler Schlut for Mukwonago. Looks like Mason Kelly down here at the bottom of your screen at wide receiver. Schlut takes the snap. Handoff to Radabicki again, and Mukwonago riding the ground game, falling forward, and that's going to be a first down. Or no, they say just short. Just short of the first down marker for Radabicki here, and you got to think Mukwonago's going to go for it here. 4th and 1, a 2-yard gain for Mason Radabicki. And it's 4th and 1 for the Indians. Their first drive and a big fourth down here. SPASH can get a stop. They kind of null that fumble off to start the game. They're going to go to Radabicki, and he's got the first. Down at around the 3-yard line, gains a few, and it's a first down for Mukwonago. It'll be first and goal from the 3 for Mukwonago. First down gained by the running back, Mason Radabicki. And again, so they get the first down after the 15-yard personal foul call on the tripping penalty. You get the first, it's first and goal. They're going to go to Radabicki again, riding him, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Mukwonago strikes first on the carry from Mason Radabicki. Radabicki scores it. It's 6-0. Mukwonago with the lead. As again, that drive, a score off a turnover from SPASH. Their first offensive play of the season, a fumble, and Mukwonago takes advantage. Here's the extra point. They will go for the kick. Ryan McCormack on the kick, and it's good. McCormack converts the extra point. It's 7-0 Mukwonago off the touchdown from Mason Radabicki and the extra point from Ryan McCormack. 7-0 Mukwonago over SPASH here in the first quarter. We'll step aside, be back with more WIAA football here in 2023 live from Stevens Point after this on Zaleski Sports.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
Welcome back, everybody. 7-0 Mukwonago. Second kickoff for Mukwonago here in this one. They had the opening one and a quick touchdown here. They're up 7-0. Ryan McCormack to kick off. And he kicked it into the end zone his last time, and he's going to do it again. McCormack can kick the football, as you don't always see teams at the high school level with a kicker that can put it into the end zone every single time. And 2 kicks so far for McCormack here in 2023, 2 into the end zone for a touchback. Kickoffs, I should say. Again, I misspoke before. As far as SPASH's starting quarterback, it is Grant Chandana starting at quarterback for the SPASH Panthers. Mistakenly said that it was Mason Dillingham before. It is Chandana. Chandana keeps it himself, runs it up the middle, gains a couple of yards. And Coach Ryan Eigenberger has got to be happy on that play. He gets 4 yards, but takes care of the football as well. It's going to make it 2nd and 6, a 4-yard gain. A nice gain there from Chandana on the option. Faked it, kept it himself. Chandana takes the snap. This one hands it up the middle and gaining maybe a yard on the play. It will be about 2 yards. Bring up 3rd and 4. On the carry, looked like Braylon Smola on the carry that time. 34. Smola on the carry. Smola saw him quite a bit for the Stevens Point Sixer baseball team this summer. 3rd and 4 here for the SPASH Panthers. Fakes it to Smola. Chandana, the screen play. And got a break out of that tackle. Dives, lunges forward. Did he get there? Ethan Ellinger, the tight end, on the catch, and he's going to be just short of the first down marker. And that is really just barely short. Going to be 4th and inches here. And we'll see. I think SPASH is going to go for it here. 4th and inches at their own 30-yard line, though. Could flip field position. Hand off to Smola. Did he get there? No. Stuffed in the backfield. Or we'll see. We'll see here. Mukwonago thinks they got him stopped. And no, first down. At first glance, it looked like Smola was in the backfield. He might have had a second jolt there where he got and dove forward. A good carry there from Braylon Smola, getting the first down, and SPASH converts on the fourth down. We've seen 2 fourth-down conversions now in this game, one from Mukwonago to set up their scoring touchdown, now one from the SPASH Panthers, as Braylon Smola carries it for a first. 1st and 10 from the 30. Chandana, some motion, the swing pass, and that's going to go nowhere. Tackle made by Austin Schulist. And it looks like on the catch that time, looks like it might have been Kyle Madlena. On the swing play there. Again, that was he had a lot of motion in the backfield there. Wound up being a swing pass, but stopped for 1 yard loss. Great play by Austin Schulist to stay home that time. A lot of times when you get motion like that, players going to the other side of the field to get guys playing out of their assignment. But Schulist stays home. Here's the throw, an open receiver. What a catch! A one-handed grab by Amon Kanapaki. And that is a highlight reel catch for the SPASH Panthers. Amon Kanapaki with the one-hand Odell Beckham-like snag, and he's fired up coming to the SPASH Panthers sideline. What a catch from Kanapaki. And that one will be on the highlight reel tonight. Amon Kanapaki with the catch, and it's 1st and 10 near the 50-yard line. Handoff to Smola. He's going to be stuffed. Might gain about a yard there. But again, the catch from Kanapaki was great, but you got to mention the throw from Grant Chandana as well. He found Kanapaki right in between that zone defense. He got it right past the linebacker, right in front of the safety. But Kanapaki, what a catch. 2nd and 9 on the 1 yard carry from Smola. Chandana sends his man in motion. Takes the snap, hands off to Smola again. Cuts up the middle, got some space, falls forward, a nice carry. Gonna get about 6 yards on the carry. Does Braylon Smola. He'll give him about 6. It'll be 3rd and 3 here. They'll make it 3rd and 4. So about a 5-yard carry for Smola. And SPASH now with a really nice drive going here. Started back in their own territory at the 20-yard line after a 4th down conversion and a Kanapaki amazing one-hand catch. It's 3rd and 4. The handoff again to Smola. Cuts up the middle, and he's going to be very close again. I think he's going to be just short. And that's going to bring up another 4th down. And if SPASH went for it at their own 30, they're going to go for it at Mukwonago's 43. It'll be 4th and 1 here as Smola stopped just short of the line of gain. And another 4th down here. It was Smola who just barely converted the first on the 4th down last time. Had to fight for that 1 yard, or inches really. It was 4th and inches last time. Smola in the backfield. SPASH out their typical shotgun look here. And this time it's going to be Chandana, and he's going to use Smola as a lead blocker, power forward, and he's got the first down. Looks like he's got the first. And yes, he does. And again, that's the nice part when you run a kind of shotgun and pistol-like offense. A lot of times you can take your quarterback and use your running backs as lead blockers, and that's exactly what the Panthers did that time. Smola went right up the hole and led the way for Chandana. And it's another 4th down conversion for the SPASH Panthers. They're 2 for 2 on 4th down here on this drive. And another 1st down, 1st and 10. It was trips left. Now motion man comes across. Chandana fakes the swing. He's going to go deep here. Kanapaki again. Double coverage intercepted. Jack Savasta makes the pick and finds his blockers, and down at the 48-yard line, the interception from the safety, Jack Savasta. And that's one the Panthers would want to have back. Chandana might want to have back. Again, I think they were trying to use some misdirection there to get Mukwonago to go for the swing pass and then throw one deep over the top, but that did not fool Jack Savasta, the safety. That's one, if you're Shantana, maybe you just tuck and run that one and kind of eat that on that play. It didn't look like they had any other routes out on the play there, at least not any that seemed to be open, but it's going to be an interception. Great play from Jack Savasta. Here's the pitch, swing left, and some room out there. This is going to be near a first down, fighting forward. It's a 13-yard gain and a first down for Mason Kelly. And that one might go down as a pass in the stat book, as that was kind of touched forward by the quarterback, Tyler Schlute. So Mason Kelly, whatever they mark it down as, a reception or a swing handoff there. It's going to be a pass. 13-yard reception for Mason Kelly. Down to the 40-yard line. Schlute. A couple of backs in front of him, and he hands it off outside. Some more space out here, and making the play. Ball's loose. It looks like Mukwonago recovered it. Mason Radabicki lost it. Making the play for SPASH on the tackle was Jackson Spees. Spees might have got, it at first glance it looked like an arm tackle there, but he got a shoulder into him, and his hand, he might have been able to smack at the ball that time and just poke it loose from Radabicki, but Mukwonago recovers nonetheless. It's 2nd and 7 on the carry from Radabicki. Again, the tackle by Jackson Spees. Pistol look here for Mukwonago. And there goes Schlute across the left edge, and he's taken down at the legs. It's a first down, but a flag down behind the play. And near Nathan Roy, the Minnesota commit for Mukwonago. See what the call is here. And the left tackle for Mukwonago was way on the right side of the field. That's an odd spot for him to be anyways. He up in a personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on Nathan Roy for Mukwonago. And again, when I saw that was Nathan Roy there, he's the left tackle all the way on the right side of the field. That's pretty odd unless you have a screen pass going out that way where maybe you pull a lineman. But and maybe he was pulled on that play. It was kind of a counter action there for Mukwonago. But it's going to be a 15-yard penalty nonetheless. The second 15-yard penalty, personal foul against Mukwonago here tonight. That one goes against, again, the Minnesota commit, Nathan Roy. And the referee's going to continue to discuss this here, as that flag still hasn't been picked up. Referee's going to have to remember to pick up that flag. And there we go. Get it picked up. I think they're just making sure that they do indeed back Mukwonago up 15 yards here. Make sure the down markers are in the right spots. And there we go. 2nd and 20 for Mukwonago off the 15-yard penalty. Schlute sends a man in motion, fakes it, drops back to throw. He's got one receiver downfield. What a throw. A tight window pass down to the end zone. Touchdown, Mukwonago. Mason Kelly with the touchdown catch. Tyler Schlute with the pass. What a throw from Schlute, fitting it in a tiny window there down the field. And after that, Mason Kelly does the rest, breaking down the far sideline and into the end zone for a touchdown. Mukwonago takes the 13-0 lead. Tyler Schlute, the pass to Mason Kelly for touchdown number 2 on the night for Mukwonago. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it is good from the kicker, Ryan McCormick. Mukwonago leads it 14-0 on the touchdown. Tyler Schlute to Mason Kelly. It's 14-0 Mukwonago. We'll step aside. Back in 30 seconds after this on Zaleski Sports.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
Welcome back, everybody, as Mukwonago set to kick off. They lead it 14-0 off the touchdown pass from Tyler Schluth, the catch and run from Mason Kelly. There on that play. It was a great throw from Schluth. Great run after catch. McCormick, the kick, and that's into the end zone again. This Mukwonago team has started off their season on fire, and that has translated into their kicking game as well. Ryan McCormick on these kickoffs. Automatic into the end zone. McCormick's got a leg. And now the SPASH Panthers will take over on drive number 3. And again, really the bugaboo for SPASH so far has been turnovers. In their 2 drives, a fumble and an interception. Chandana up the middle to Smola. And going to gain a couple. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 on the 2-yard gain from Smola. But again, SPASH had a really great drive going. Last drive taking a lot of time off the clock. 2 4th down conversions. A great catch from Konopaki for SPASH. And came to the end. I believe it was first down, either first or second down, the interception from Chandana down the field. But again, and now we'll have an injured player here for SPASH, and hopefully he's able to come off the field and be all right here. Nolan Bach, the injured player for the SPASH Panthers, and he's going to walk it off to the sideline here. Training staff going to take a look at him. Hopefully he's all right and can get back on the field pretty quickly here. And it looks like it might be a left leg there. He's kind of shaking it off with his left leg. And hopefully the fact that he was able to walk off the field is a good sign, and he'll be able to get back out there soon for the Panthers. But again, SPASH's first drive, they started with the ball in this game. They fumbled on the first play of the game. First play from scrimmage, Mukwonago scored off that turnover. And then their last drive, great drive they had going, but then the interception from Chandana, the pick by Austin Schulist, ended that drive as well. And Mukwonago again scored. So both Mukwonago's touchdowns, that's going to be a 4-yard gain. Give him 4 yards for Braylon Smola. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. There's another carry for Smola, the workhorse here in this one for the Panthers. 3rd and 3. But again, Mukwonago, all 14 of their points, or both touchdowns, have come off turnovers from the SPASH Panthers. If you're SPASH, just looking to take care of the football here and keep your drives alive. Chandana, the throw and the catch. That's going to be Konopaki once again, and he looks to be good enough for the first down, and it is. That's Amon Konopaki with another first down catch. And the last one was one of the best catches we might see all year. Took place here in opening night of the WIAA football season here in 2023. The one-handed right-hand snag from Amon Konopaki. Makes another first down catch there, and SPASH, another first down. Chandana going to drop back, now runs it up the middle and gains a couple. It's hit hard there. Tackle looks like it was made by Mason Kelly. Well, they give the tackle to Hunter Siskowitz, the defensive tackle. Now we're going to have a timeout on the field. Or end of the quarter. End of the quarter here, if I'll get my eyes on the clock here. End of the first quarter, your score, Mukwonago 14, SPASH 0. We'll step aside and be back with more 2023 WIAA football action after this on Zaleski Sports.
There may be many varieties of pizza in the world, and everybody knows there's only one Polito's. Polito's Pizza in downtown Stevens Point is the home of the Big Slice. Starting with their hand-stretched dough, add in the unique Polito's recipe sauce, top it with any of their specialty pizzas made from the best ingredients, and you've got that one-of-a-kind Polito's flavor. Get in on the taste, available by the slice or by the pie for dine-in or takeout. Treat the whole family to the best tasting pizza around and find it right here in downtown Stevens Point at Polito's Pizza.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the second quarter. Teams switch sides. It remains SPASH Panther football. And it's 2nd and 7. Screenplay here. Smola's got a lot of room. Good blocking out in front of him, and he breaks a few tackles, still on his feet, all the way down to the 50-yard line. And that's about a 17-yard gain for Braylon Smola on the screen. The completion for Grant Chandana. And Braylon Smola, again, that one you got to give credit to both the offensive line as well as the play call there for SPASH. That one clearly caught Mukwonago off guard, that screen. Now 1st and 10 from midfield. Chandana sends his man in motion. Hands off up the middle. Smola hit right as he touched the ball. Breaks out of 2 tackles. Falls forward for 2 yards. And again, just a couple of yards on the play, but that easily could have been a 3-yard loss. That looked like Bryce Belter. Now that might have been Hunter Siskowitz in the backfield. Nonetheless, the Mukwonago Indian was in the backfield. Hit Smola almost before he even touched the ball. So Smola turned to what could have or should have been a 3 or 4 yard loss into a 2-yard gain that time. Now 2nd and 8 here for the Panthers, and that one is going to be a offsides call. Offsides penalty here. As the hard count from Chandana got Mukwonago, and add 5 yards for the SPASH Panthers. It's now 2nd and 3 here for the Panthers. And again, also be remiss if I didn't mention that here in opening night, football season 2023, Gerke Field is packed out here in Stevens Point. Second and 3, handoff up the middle to Smola. And Smola fighting, and he's going to fall forward for about a 2-yard gain. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down marker. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1 here for the Panthers. Off the Smola 2-yard carry. But again, as I mentioned, this place is packed here at Gerke Field tonight. Tell a lot of SPASH Panther fans, of course. It's mostly what I see here, but some Mukwonago fans as well. Now timeout for Stevens Point, and we'll take a timeout as well. It's 14-0 Mukwonago. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Welcome back, everybody. 14-0 Mukwonago over SPASH. It's 3rd and 1. From the 41.5-yard line for the SPASH Panthers. Chandana, another hard count, hands it off up the middle. Smola outside, breaks loose, falling down and knocked backwards. But a first down for Braylon Smola, and Smola has been the workhorse all night for SPASH. I don't think anyone else has gotten a carry here for the Panthers. They are riding the back of Braylon Smola, and he's done a nice job. He has been exactly what you'd think of as a workhorse back, really getting about at least 3-4 yards a carry. And just kind of grinding this thing out. Again, SPASH, when they've taken care of the football, they've been able to move the ball against Mukwonago, both on the ground and through the air a couple of times. It's just been the turnovers for the Panthers that have done them in so far. And the handoff to Smola again, makes one man miss, cuts up, and can't make the second miss as he makes a tackle on that play. That was Wyatt Newman making the tackle out of his defensive end spot. Gain of about a yard for Smola. It's 2nd and 9 now. But again, not much room in the stands here tonight. It is packed to the brim here for opening night of the 2023 WIAA football season. 2nd and 9 here for the SPASH Panthers. Chandana takes the snap, sends Madalena in motion. Now the throw to Madalena off the motion, and he's got a first down. The pass to Kyle Madalena. He gains a good 13 yards on the play, and Madalena makes the catch and converts the first down. And the throw from Grant Chandana. Kyle Madalena, another one of those Stevens Point Sixer baseball players we saw quite a bit of here this summer. Handoff. This is going to be a swing out right, or sweep out right. Smola cuts it back up and going to gain at least 4 yards here, maybe 5. We'll see what they give him. Smola continues his nice night in the backfield. Again, he's just been battling away. These have not been easy 4 yards, easy 3 yards to get. Smola having to fight through arm tackles, fight through defenders, and that one he had a little bit more space to move it. 2nd and 6 here for Smola. And play action pass, flag down though, and I think we're going to get a false start here. It's going to be a pre-snap penalty as the referee calls it dead, and it is false start. So false start against the Panthers is going to bring up 2nd and 11. So that'll move the Panthers back 5. But again, another drive where SPASH is moving the ball. This is the deepest they have been in Mukwonago territory. They were in the red zone, now just outside of it. 2nd and 11. Dropping back, Chandana. He's got 4-5 receivers out. He finds Konopaki again down to the 10-yard line. That's a first down for the Panthers. Konopaki's got 3 catches, all 3 for first downs. He's been the go-to target tonight for Chandana. Has been Konopaki. Again, he had that amazing one-hand grab. If you're just joining us, Konopaki had the season is pretty early on here, opening night, but I think, or last night as well, I think the catch of the season so far Konopaki had, as that's going to be handoff up the middle. Another man misses. Smola still battling forward, powering forward near the goal line. He's going to be down at the 2-yard line. That's an 8-yard carry for Braylon Smola, and the Panthers 2 yards away from their first score of the game. They're going to go quick here. They get the play call in, no huddle. Trips left, handoff to Smola. Sweep right, cuts it up. Braylon Smola into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Braylon Smola on the sweep. Battles through a couple more tacklers. Makes a couple more players miss. And SPASH goes up on the board for the first time tonight. Braylon Smola has really had a heck of a game here in the first half of the SPASH Panthers. He gets on the board. First touchdown of the season for the Panthers. Braylon Smola, 2-yard scamper into the end zone. Now they're going to go for 1 here, the extra point. Sawyer Zuge looks to be the kicker. Zuge, that one up and good. Sawyer Zuge kicks it up and good, and it is 14-7 as SPASH gets on the board. We'll take a quick 30-second break. Be back with more WIAA football live from Stevens Point after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, everybody. 14-7, Mukwonago leads SPASH here from Gerke Field in Stevens Point. Coming off that Braylon Smola 2-yard score, rushing touchdown for Smola. And SPASH has relied heavily on Smola in this one. It's been Smola and Konopacki, your skill position players that have really made a splash here in this one for SPASH. Jack Savasta, the return man, and he's got some space here. The stiff arm falling forward, making the tackle is Gavin Stelzer all the way to the 40-yard line for Jack Savasta. He had the interception earlier in this game, and now as a return man, takes it to the 40-yard line. And again, this is the first time Mukwonago will start a drive just off a kickoff. That was the first kickoff we've seen, or even off a punt. We haven't seen any punts in this game. SPASH has turned it over twice, and Mukwonago has scored off each of those turnovers. Pistol look here. Radabicki. And we have whistles before the play. Flag down. We're going to get a false start against Mukwonago. So Mukwonago is going to start their drive 5 yards back. Again, the one thing you might look at for Mukwonago that hasn't been perfect, a few penalties here in this one. That's the first false start we've seen on them. One on SPASH as well, but 2 personal fouls in this game against Mukwonago as well. They wound up scoring on each of those drives that they had the personal fouls on offense, but a couple of penalties. 3 wide receivers, 2 backs for Mukwonago here. And quarterback Tyler Schlutt. Hands off, Radabicki. Radabicki, the quick burst. And he's taken down. And fumble. I think the ball's loose here. The ball is loose. Radabicki on the carry, and Mukwonago recovers. That's the second time Radabicki has fumbled the football tonight. Both times Mukwonago recovered it, but if you're Stevens Point, you have to be thinking maybe really try to punch at that ball. It's been on the floor, on the ground twice here in this one. 2nd and 8 for Mukwonago. Radabicki's had a really nice game, though, carrying the football. 2-yard gain there. Cuts it up the middle. He's got a lot of space, and oh, no. Schlutt still got the football. And Schlutt going down the left sideline. He's going to gain maybe a yard or 2. Jackson Spiess fired up with that tackle. 2-yard gain for Schlutt, and Mukwonago totally fooled me on that one. I mean, Mason Radabicki sold that incredibly well as well. I mean, he was acting like he was running with the football 15 yards down the field. Then Schlutt came out on the sweep to the left, just a 2-yard gain. It's 3rd and 6 here for Mukwonago. Schlutt going to drop back. Rolls out right. Throws to the sideline. Caught. Going out of bounds. Caught by Mason Kelly. Kelly's got a touchdown in this one. We've seen those two connect a couple of times here tonight. Tyler Schlutt and Mason Kelly. Going to be a first down on a comeback route there on the sideline for Mason Kelly. And Mukwonago continues their drive here. First and 10 from the 45-yard line on the Panthers side of the field. First and 10. Schlutt sends his man in motion, fakes the handoff, takes it himself. Had a little bit of space there, taken down. Going to be about a 4-yard gain there for Tyler Schlutt on the carry. Now going to be 2nd and 6 here for Mukwonago on the 4-yard carry from Schlutt. Another pistol look here. 2 wide receivers to the right. Like we got a tight end here as well. Jack Kramer in that tight end. That one, they may have gotten away with a false start there. Did Mukwonago hand off to Rabicki. And did he put that ball on the ground again? He did. Radabicki gains a couple. It'll bring up about 3rd and 4 here, but Radabicki, that ball was on the ground again. Mukwonago recovers it again. So again, we talked about Panther turnovers, but we've had 3 near turnovers for Mukwonago. Ball's been on the ground 3 times for Mukwonago, but they've been able to recover their own fumbles. Ball doesn't always bounce your way like that. Again, early on in the season, we're seeing some ball security issues from both sides. Handoff to Radabicki, cuts up the middle, a lot of space there, and he gains the first down. 7-yard gain from Mason Radabicki. Again, this Mukwonago offensive line has done an excellent job here so far tonight. Radabicki's done a great job, but massive holes opening up here on the line of scrimmage for Mukwonago. Again, they do have a Division I college football commit, Nathan Roy at left tackle, committing to Minnesota. Well, it looks like on the carry that time was Colton Lynch, not Radabicki. 1st and 10 whistles before the play. And Colton Lynch has remained in the game. So another false start. Mukwonago is going to have to back up 5 yards on the false start penalty. But Coach Mike Ganavok for Mukwonago looks like he got a little worried about the fumbling issues from Radabicki. So Radabicki's been pulled for now. Colton Lynch in the game. And Lynch runs up the middle, falls forward, and a good gain there for Lynch. So he's going to gain about 5 or 6. And they're going to give him 5. Just about 5. Be about 2nd and 10 for Colton Lynch. For Mukwonago. Colton Lynch in the backfield. Schlutt sends his man in motion. Fakes the pitch outside, rolling out. He's got his man in the intermediate route. And again, that's Mason Kelly breaking tackles, cutting inside, finally going out of bounds. Mason Kelly with the first down catch. A 20-yard gain. Over 20 yards. That's going to be a 25-yard reception for Mason Kelly on the play-action boot from Tyler Schlutt. And Mason Kelly has had a heck of a game at wideout. Got to be near 100 yards receiving in this first half. He has been the offensive difference maker for Mukwonago tonight. And it's 1st and 10. Or 1st and goal for Mukwonago. Schlutt, quarterback, and to keep it up the middle, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Schlutt keeps it himself up the middle, a 9-yard touchdown run for the quarterback, Tyler Schlutt. And Mukwonago goes up 20-7 on the Schlutt carry. And what a drive there from Mukwonago. A 60-yard drive for the Indians. With 2 minutes left here in the first half. The kick, McCormick, that's about as automatic as you're going to see for Ryan McCormick, and it's 21-7 Mukwonago. We'll take a break and be back with more 2023 WIAA football live from Stevens Point after this on Zaleski Sports.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Welcome back, everybody. 21-7 Mukwonago over SPASH. Point Heating and Cooling is your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. McCormick to kick it off for Mukwonago. So now Mukwonago, after scoring 2 off a turnover, or 2 touchdowns off turnovers, proves, hey, we can go the full length of the field with no help from the other offense as well. And that one going to be booted a little bit shorter, and wow, that one diving to make the catch at the 5. His knee goes down, and SPASH is going to have to start this drive from the 5-yard line. Izzy Moore, probably not a great decision on that one. Again, the SPASH put their returners back deeper into the end zone. They wanted to get a return off, and smartly, I think McCormick intentionally kicked that a little bit shorter. He's been putting it into the end zone his last few kicks. Kicked it shorter, forced Moore to make a decision. That time, if you're Moore, you might want to just stay behind the ball. You never want to dive for the football on a kickoff, because if that knee goes down, you are down. These aren't professional rules where you got to be touched to be down. In high school and college football, if that knee is down, you are down. Handoff up the middle, good for about 4 yards from Braylon Smola. And with 1:50 on the clock, we'll see how aggressive SPASH is here down within their own 10-yard line. You might want to try 1 or 2 shots down the field if you can. And they're going to do it here. Chandana, screen play, and that one's going to miss high for Smola, incomplete to Braylon Smola. That time for Chandana, he had, again, it looked like Smola may have had some room there again, but Chandana a little high on the pass. He was trying to get that over the top of the big defensive lineman. Had about 4 defensive linemen in his face. He had to try to make a jump pass over top of the D lineman and just a little above the head of Braylon Smola. And that does stop the clock, though. And it's 3rd down, 3rd and 6. We'll see what they decide to do here. Because if you throw it and it's incomplete, give Mukwonago a chance to score at the end of the half. They're going to throw, and they throw outside, caught, running near the 20-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down for SPASH. The catch made by Ethan Ellinger, the tight end. It's a 1st down. Clock stops to reset the chains, but it will resume. And it has. 1st and 10 here from the 20-yard line. Panthers trying to score before half. Rolling left, Chandana. Another swing play, and that's going to be incomplete through the hands of Kyle Madalena. Madalena, he was running outside there. Chandana put that on his inside shoulder that time. Probably wanted to get that one outside, but Madalena probably should have caught that one. Looks like it went off his stomach. Just inside the stomach, Kyle Madalena. Nonetheless, incomplete. And incomplete passes don't hurt you too much other than losing it down here for the Panthers. But 1 minute and 11 seconds, not a lot of time here. This spot in your own territory. They're going to hand to Smola outside. He's going to gain a couple. And if that, maybe a yard. And I think we are going to have a timeout here. Now, did SPASH call that timeout, or? I believe that was called by SPASH. We'll keep it here. No, Mukwonago calls timeout. Okay. Mukwonago stops the clock with 1 minute left as it's 3rd and 10. So they're going to try to get a stop here and maybe score themselves. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. And get your customized uniforms, team shirts, school apparel, and so much more from Made Custom in Stevens Point. Sports-specific gear, screen printing, plaques, trophies, and custom gift items are all available at Made Custom. Also, get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. 21-7, Mukwonago leads Stevens Point. It's 3rd and 10 for the Panthers here with a minute on the clock. Again, here you got to ask, do you go for the first? Do you hand it off and make Mukwonago use a timeout? Because they're clearly gearing to try to score themselves. If they can get a stop here, they're going to drop back to throw. Chandana going over the middle, and good tackle there before the first down. Making the tackle that time, Gage Tower, the linebacker. The catch made by Aman Konopaki. Can't get enough, 4-yard gain, and a great tackle from Tower. If he doesn't make that play, Konopaki breaks out. He may have a first down there. Great play by Tower, the linebacker. And another timeout for Mukwonago. So with 51 seconds here, Mukwonago is gearing up to try to go for a score of their own before this half ends. 54 seconds on the clock. You have to think SPASH is going to punt here. You're not going to go for it at your own 25-yard line with 54 seconds left, especially when it's 4th and 5. So it'll be 4th and 5 coming up. But first, let's hear from our friends over at Heartland Custom Homes. Heartland Custom Homes is Central Wisconsin's premier home builder. For 50 years, Heartland Custom Homes in Plover has kept their mission of building better living for you and your family. 4th and 5, punt formation out there for SPASH. This will be the first punt of the game, either side. And that one going to be a low punt, not going to get very far. And downed near the 50-yard line. Mukwonago is going to have 46 seconds at their own 48-yard line to try to score again before half comes to an end. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mukwonago at their own 47. Mark it at the 47. They've got one timeout. That was Mukwonago. 46 seconds on the clock. And it's also worth pointing out that we know for a fact their kicker, Ryan McCormick, has got a leg on him. So, I don't know how far he can kick a field goal. We might get to see, though, here. And there's going to be a reverse. Here, a swing to the left, and that one's going to be about a 7-8 yard gain here for Mukwonago. The carry from Mason Kelly. I don't think it was a reverse. They just faked it. They faked it to Lynch on the end around to the right and brought Mason Kelly on the end around here to the left. And we'll see how many yards they give him there. Be a gain of nearly 10, about 9. And Mukwonago, as that one was, he was taken down inbounds, they're going to call their their final timeout. So Mukwonago calls their third timeout. They've got the ball at Stevens Point's 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd and inches for Mukwonago. But first, come to Par 4 Bistro in Wapaka for a wonderful dining experience with a full menu of delicious options. Perfect for date nights, family night out, or your next get-together. Come to Par 4 Bistro on Highway 54 in Wapaka. 2nd and inches here for Mukwonago off the Mason Kelly carry. The end around from Kelly. 32 seconds on the clock. No timeouts now for Mukwonago. Dropping back to throw. It's Schlute. Steps up in the pocket. He's got a good pocket. Runs up the middle and gains about 7 up to the 33-yard line. Tyler Schlute gains the first down. Clock is running, and they're going to spike it here. Schlute spikes it to stop the clock. 20 seconds now on the clock for Mukwonago. and they're heading to their sideline here, and they're going to have to be quick. I think their coach is telling them stay out there. Got a lot of guys coming to the sideline. I think a few Mukwonago players might have thought it was a timeout. Again, on a spike ball, just an incomplete pass. No timeout there, and now they're back out here on the field. Shotgun trips right for Mukwonago. 2nd and 9, a long 9. Schlute steps up over the middle, incomplete. Great play by the defensive back, Riley Manternak. Manternak absolutely broke that one up. Looked like he was going to Kelly again there. 16 seconds on the clock now. And again, I know McCormick's got a big leg, but a kick from here is very far. So I don't know if, again, I don't know how big of a leg he has got. Going to kick from here is NFL stuff, but NFL-type length. But here's Schlute, steps up, going deep to the end zone. That one a little overthrown, intercepted by the SPASH Panthers for a touchback. And making the play in the end zone for the interception, Jackson Spees. Jackson Spees essentially ends the half. And that time, Tyler Schlute was trying to go down the field. His receiver had inside leverage on Spees, but he lofted it up over the top, and Spees was just in the perfect spot to make that play. Again, if that ball would have been line drive, a little shorter, a little leading his receiver inside, may have had a chance, but again, I don't know if there's an option for that. Nonetheless, a great play by Jackson Spees. He was in the perfect spot, defending the end zone as he should have been in that down and distance and situation in the game. SPASH is going to call a timeout here. There's 10 seconds on the clock. SPASH is at their own 20-yard line. I can't imagine we're going to see much here. You'd guess in this situation, you'd likely see a kneel down. But we'll see what the Panthers do. Because the last thing you want to do is turn it over and give Mukwonago an easy one to end the half. But no, they're going to come out in spread formation here. No running back in the backfield. 4 receivers, 1 tight end set. Motion man is Smola. They're just going to throw the quick screen out here to put, Konopacki, and Konopacki's going to go out of bounds with 4 seconds on the clock. So again, that's a low-risk play. You get it to your playmaker, see if he can make a few guys miss and make a play. And now the referees are discussing something. Oh, there's a flag down. Flag down on the play. Holding call against the Panthers. So it will remain first down. Panthers will go back 5 yards. Now, again, in high school ball, it is from the spot of the foul, not from the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 1st and 13 with 4 seconds on the clock. And if you're SPASH here, you really might just see a kneel down. And I think we're going to maybe try another screen here or get Smola the ball maybe. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Smola. Smola makes a couple guys miss, and he's down near the 25-yard line, and that's going to do it for the first half. After one half of play here in Stevens Point, it is Mukwonago 21, SPASH 7. We'll step aside, and we're going to take a quick look at our Edgar Hard Knocks series, so stay tuned for that. We're going to take a break, but stay tuned. It's going to be your Edgar Hard Knocks series coming up next or shortly here on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
I would imagine watching Eau Claire Regis on film, you knew they were good. Did you expect them to put on a performance like this?
Well, offensively, no. I I'm going to have to look at the film to see. We didn't, obviously, we played a quarter and a half. You know, we only have 6 seniors, and eventually that kind of stuff catches up with you when the other team has, you know, 15 or whatever. And yeah, I saw some of our younger guys, you know, the momentum got going in their way, and then there was nothing we could do to turn it.
As you said, you've got a lot of young players that got a lot of varsity experience, and a lot of big contributors are coming back next season, so obviously the cupboard's not bare.
Well, hopefully not. No, you know, get a little bigger, faster, stronger, and so on, and then we should be okay. It was a good year overall. You know, we won 10 games and shared the conference title, and we realized we got some work to do yet.
Right arm across the chest for 10. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Switch to that. Ty, where are you at? We kind of talked to you. You're going to go with linebackers today then, okay? It's one of the positions we talked about yesterday at the coaches meeting as we go over things. And of course, why do you think we're switching guys from position? Yeah, to give them a chance to play. If there's 2 or 3 guys ahead of you at the position you're at, but you might be the second best guy at a different position, well then we're going to move you. Working on your skills. All right, here we go. Now you got to be thinking. You got to be focusing in. This isn't going to be that hard physically. It's going to be a little harder mentally.
Edgar Football Hard Knocks is brought to you by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org to learn more.
Young guys, everybody takes stuff home. Okay, Mav, you got to take that red off, or else you're going to have to take it home and wear it to the first day of school. If that's the only thing you wear, oh man, that would be not good. All right, get the breakdowns in. And then guys that are staying, give me that red.
Yeah. Hey. Hopping in and I start the V. Snakes in the grass so they harder to see. My brother would give up his life to the O. He told me he'd go be a martyr for me. Said that she ready to corner the 6. I hit up Pauline, the charter the P. Ain't really leave, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm riding around in Atlanta with Sam, cause that been going harder than me. Nothing in change, I'm just harder to please. Ferrari is making an SUV. We ain't got a choice, we ordering these. Shout out Noel for recording the V's. He know where they about to go. Cause nobody touches the flow.
Get Alex.
Hut.
Yup. Good. Hey.
Yeah, Duke him. Set. Hut. Set. Hut.
Harrison. Yeah.
Watch his feet. You get your feet moving. Get your feet moving. Get your feet moving. Get your feet moving. Don't let him come across. Good job. Get up and pick it. Oh, go pick that one. Remember, interceptions are huge.
Will. Pretty good spot there, Will.
Now, is it easier to cover guys when you're in a zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier. It's easier. So if we think it's pass, well then, yeah, probably going to call that. Especially if they're close together. Now, as the ball gets closer to the goal line, well, they get down to the 25-yard line. Well, now it's going to be man more often because now they're getting too close, you see. This is out in the open field. Okay, once again, they're that tight, they're going to have to zone it.
Down.
You're looking them over. They're looking at the inside guy. Check the inside guy, see what he does, and they're both going in. They're both going in. So you got the shallow guy in, and he's got the deep guy in. All right, the guys are awful close together there. Receivers.
Tucker hitting that 15-yard post.
Receivers are mighty close together. All right, get a quick drink.
One more.
No, go get a quick drink. Here we go. Get a quick drink. Then we're going team. Hey, little guys, you got to get off the field now. You don't get run over. Here it comes. Get up. That's a pretty tricky play. Almost ran the cameraman over. Now we're short a guy. We got nobody in this guy. Okay. All right. Not bad, not bad. Carter, you drop back to help cover? Okay. Okay, yep.
Hey, I told him, like, just make sure you're on scout D, and Carter's coming down, just probably deep turtle.
Yeah, see, if we got that defense called and they come out and trip, then we're in a little trouble. One linebacker's got to get his fanny back. We only got 3 defensive backs. They got 4 wide receivers, 3 here and 1 over there. Well, we're screwed, unless one linebacker comes back. And if you're going to make a mistake, you always want to make a mistake up by the line of scrimmage, back here. Because back here you make a mistake, it's a touchdown. Up there it's 5-6 yards. Okay. It's a way to pursue, way to keep contained. They were actually running up this sideline, so if the guy would have got outside, you see, you'd have been running and he'd have been running. It's like you're blocking for him, you know. Then you gotta listen. No, it's a run, and you gotta stop and turn around. But yeah, they were trying to run up this sideline with him taking you off, which is, we do that sometimes. Run that guy off to the outside. Then you don't have to block him. Okay, it's a good one, it's a good one, it's a good one. Turn around, get to the wall. Come on, guys, let's go.
Blackstein saw that right away.
All right, get it back up here. See, that's why we can't do anything tricky if guys are going to be jumping, all right? Or not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Which direction's the wind today? Yeah, you know it's in the north because it feels cool. If it feels cool, guys, the wind's in the north. The cool wind comes from the north. The warm wind comes from the south. Is it cool today? Yeah, it's cool today, guys. Yeah, this is nice. You don't get a better day than this to practice. All right? So, remember, all dirty clothes get taken home for washing. Bus leaves at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Get in here by 7:40, 7:45.
See your tight ends. Go. Let's go. Out of the way, boys. Out of boy. Wait. Come on.
Oh, holding.
All right, it's all right.
Good ball, team.
It's all right.
Here you go.
What are we sending Carter for again? I have no idea. Once again, our middle linebackers are not playing like Columbus told our middle linebackers to play. No. No, all they're doing is taking themselves out of the play. You guys back up over here. Throw the ball. Oh, you don't even look for him.
Hey, good throw. Hey, you gave him time. Great job.
Take it. He's open. Carter is open. I don't know what you're looking at. The guy's open. Throw him the damn ball.
Just got a tiny little corner. Just gonna see if we can throw it up to him. There we go.
Hey, we need.
I bet the back's going to be wide open in this play. Coming this way.
You got great hands. Take that ball.
Yeah, pick it off, pick it off, pick it off. Keep between you. Zone them, keep them between you. Keep them between you. Here comes a run. Stay outside. Stay outside, that away. You guys can shuffle across then, Leighton. Let them know, motion, motion. Trips, trips. Play it as trips. Hey, you can play off and outside if you want. Pick it. Throw the ball. You guys open, we gotta.
Right? Set those feet. 1, 2. 1, 2. Set your feet. Go.
JBD, let's go. Let's keep him out of the end zone, boys.
Yeah.
Before you know it, we'll be watching you boys down in that.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the second half here on Zaleski Sports. Mukwonago SPASH 21-7, and Mukwonago will start with the ball. Stevens Point elected to receive to start the game. Again, they had the fumble that might have made it seem like, oh, maybe Mukwonago had the ball first. No, it was the initial turnover from SPASH on their first drive, and Mukwonago will get the ball up 21-7 here to start the second half. Once again, my name is Cale Jacoby alongside Trevor Zaleski doing the production here tonight. Glad to have you in on opening night. We had some games last night as well, but opening night for the SPASH Panthers and Mukwonago Indians of the 2023 football season. On the return, I believe that's Jack Savasta. Once again, Savasta's got a burst back there. His return spot. Tackled down at the 35. Another good return for Mukwonago. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line for the Indians. Pistol look here for Mukwonago. Again, at quarterback, Tyler Schlutt. Handoff up the middle. We'll see if that's Lynch or Radabicki. It is Radabicki, and he's got a first down on the first carry. And Radabicki was taken out of the game in favor of Colton Lynch, likely due to the 3 fumbles Radabicki had in the first half. Again, none of those lost fumbles, though. Mukwonago able to recover all of them, but Radabicki, first carry here in the second half, 10-yard gain, first down. 1st and 10 again at the 45. Their pistol look here. Bunch, receiver set to the right. Schlutt up the middle to Radabicki again. Radabicki with a burst. Cuts it up and flipped over, taken down at the SPASH 45-yard line, or just about to it. We'll see if they mark it for a first. No, just short. Going to be 2nd and inches here for Mukwonago. Again on the carry was Mason Radabicki. Again, big holes opening up in the run game for Mukwonago. Handoff up the middle. Radabicki, another hole. That's going to be a first down. He continues to fight forward. About a 7-yard gain that time for Radabicki. So 10 yards, 9 yards, 7 yards for Mason Radabicki. Again, other than the fumbles, Radabicki's had a really nice game as well. But again, you've got to give credit to this Mukwonago offensive line here tonight. Just gaping holes out there for Radabicki and Lynch to run through. Schlutt as well has carried it a couple of times. He's got a rushing touchdown. Going to hand that up the middle to Radabicki. Barely got it to him in time on the option, but does, and another 6-yard gain. This time for Mason Radabicki. Second and 4 here for Mukwonago. 2 receivers left. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 tight end. Here's Schlutt. Hands it off again to Radabicki. Radabicki tries to find a little bit of space there, not as much. Again, looked like he might have had some space to the outside that time, but he gains 2 yards. 2-yard gain for Mason Radabicki, and it's now 3rd and 1. Give it 3rd and 1. 3-yard gain there for Radabicki. Yard to gain here for Mukwonago. Shotgun set. Radabicki to the left of Schlutt. Going to be a speed option here. They pitch it out to Radabicki. A whistle. And going to be a false start against Mukwonago. That would have been an easy first down. That speed option play, pitch out to Radabicki. Looked like it was going to work to perfection to get at least a first down. But a false start there on Mukwonago is going to bring up 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6 here for Mukwonago. 2 receivers right. They've got all their receivers, ends, and backs on the short side of the field. They're going to run the play to the short side of the field. Interesting, and the pitch outside going to be just short of the first down marker. Well, a couple of yards short. It'll bring up 4th and 2. They pitched that one out to Radabicki. They'll be 2 yards short. 4th and 2 from the SPASH 29, and it looks like Mukwonago is going to go for it. Again, that time they ran a sweep to the short side of the field. You don't see that a lot. 4th and 2. Schlutt going to hand off to Radabicki up the middle. Cuts it outside. Breaks out of one tackle. Breaks out of another. Running down the sideline. He's got the first and much more. It'll be about a 14-yard carry for Mason Radabicki. And the Mukwonago offense line's done a great job, but that run that time was all Radabicki. He had to break out of one tackle just to get the first down. Stiff-armed another. And ran down the far sideline for a 14-yard gain. Down to the 25. Or excuse me, the 15. Or yes, the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 15. Another speed option out to Radabicki. He's got space and gets swallowed up around the 10-yard line. So he is down. Meternak and Stelzer making the tackles. 2nd and 5. It's a 5-yard carry for Mason Radabicki. Mukwonago going to that speed option a little bit here on this drive. Those quick flicks, pitches out to Radabicki. 2nd and 5 from the 10. Schlutt drops back to throw. He rolls right. Going to go to the back of the end zone. Intercepted. SPASH comes up with the INT to prevent the score from Mukwonago. And Braylon Nystrom, they say, makes the catch and the interception in the back of the end zone for the SPASH Panthers. What a play from Braylon Nystrom, and a huge play in this game because Mukwonago is driving, and if you go up by 3 scores, that becomes incredibly difficult to come back from, especially halfway through this third quarter now. But Nystrom with the interception gives SPASH a chance to cut this thing to a 1-score game. They've got the ball at their own 20-yard line. That's the 2nd interception in the end zone for SPASH defensively tonight. Handoff up the middle to Braylon Smola. Gains just a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the SPASH Panthers on the carry from Smola. And again, if you're Tyler Schlutt that time, the quarterback, on 2nd down, probably don't want to take a risk like that on that interception thrown. Again, early on this season, we've seen a lot of turnovers tonight, 4 of them. Could have been a lot more, 4 of them total, 2 each side. Here's the quick screen. That's going to be Kyle Madalena out on the sideline with the catch. He's going to gain a couple. The pass by Chandana, Grant Chandana, brings up 3rd and 4 here for the SPASH Panthers. 3-yard gain on the screen reception from Kyle Madalena. Shotgun look here on 3rd and 4. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, tight end left. Motion man coming across is Charlie Belson. And they're going to go to the quick screen. That one in the turf, incomplete. And that one may have just slipped out of the hand of Chandana. Not a clean throw, right into the turf. And that'll bring up 4th down, and SPASH is going to punt the ball away. And again, that's a tough way to end your drive off the interception, but SPASH going to punt the football away. 4th and 4. And the punt. Be a decent one here on the roll, and it's going to take a favorable Panther roll all the way down to the 25-yard line. And it winds up a really nice punt. Really kind roll for the Panthers. And Mukwonago, this is going to be the worst field position they have had to start any drive in this game. Their own 25-yard line. So Mukwonago going to have to go 75 yards to put it in the end zone. 5.5 minutes on the third quarter clock. Pistol look here for Mukwonago. Radabicki in the backfield. Schlute takes the snap. Hands off up the middle to Radabicki. Makes one man miss. Finds the hole and falls forward for 7 yards. Going to be a 7-yard first down carry for Radabicki. Again, Radabicki, a very shifty back. He's done a really nice job of, he's had great holes opened up by his offensive line, but even when it's a small hole, he does a nice job of kind of sidestepping and just ducking into holes. 2nd and 3, up the middle to Radabicki, and he's tackled behind the line, or right at the line. Maybe they give him maybe half a yard here. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Owen Vanden Elzen makes the play, makes the tackle. 3rd and 2 here for Mukwonago. And you got to think they're going to hand it off again here. It's worked pretty well for them here tonight. Pistol look. Schlute, hand off to Radabicki, and he's got a big hole. Makes one man miss. He's down the right sideline now. Open space in front of him. Cuts up the middle, taken down. Looks like by Spies there at the 32-yard line. What a run by Radabicki. As about a 35-yard carry for Mason Radabicki. And after the fumble troubles early, he has caught fire in the backfield here in the second half. And again, that was a great initial hole opened up by Mukwonago, but Radabicki broke a tackle in the second level, and if you can do that, open up one big hole and make one man miss in the second level, you're going to get a big run like that. Here's the front flip. This is Kelly again making another man miss. He's still on his feet, falling forward, down. It's going to be a 20-yard catch and run for Mason Kelly. Spies makes the tackle, but another big play from Mason Kelly on a quick shuffle pass from Schlute. Quick touch pass, and Mason Kelly with a 20-yard gain. He's well over 100 yards now receiving tonight. Also got some rushing yards as well. Mason Kelly has been that guy for Mukwonago tonight. Handoff. This is going to be Lynch with a good hole outside. Falls forward and down at the 5-yard line. It's Mukwonago offense. Machine-like here in the second half, other than that turnover. But they are moving the ball at ease here against the Panther defense. Down at the 5-yard line is Colton Lynch. So they do bring Lynch back in for Radabicki. Got him a breather. Lynch going to stay in there here in the red zone. 2 receivers to the right. Pistol look here. We'll see if they elect to go that quarterback keep again. No, they're going to pitch it out to Lynch. He's got space into the end zone. Touchdown, Mukwonago. It's Colton Lynch with the 5-yard scamper into the end zone, and Mukwonago goes up 27-7 on the pitch and score for Colton Lynch, the running back for Mukwonago. And that one, another great hole opened up. They were able to seal the edge. Was Mukwonago. Again, Mukwonago's offensive line has really done a fantastic job here tonight opening up holes for whoever's carrying the football. Here's the extra point for McCormick, and that one automatic for point number 28. 28-7, Mukwonago here in the third quarter. 2:30 on the clock. We'll keep it here and hear from our friends over at Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. And Rocky Rococo's. For your next catering, birthday party, family night out, or just lunch on the move, make it a delicious, cheesy, Chicago-style deep dish slice from the one, the only Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point. And Fleet Farm. Find deals on everything for your four-legged friends at Fleet Farm. Check out the huge selection of treats, toys, and food for your dog or cat. Shop and save on top brands like Purina, Science Diet, Tidy Cats, and more. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Here's Ryan McCormick to kick it off, and he's going to boot that one. Not into the end zone here. Last couple he hasn't gotten into the end zone. The first real return we're going to see of the night for the Panthers, cutting up the middle and not getting much. Looked like Walker Heck on the return. And he'll take it just past the 20-yard line. Looks like right about at the 23 for the Panthers. Now down 28-7. Again, this game far from over, but again, I think that big interception to stop Mukwonago, that it was going to be really important for the Panthers to score on that last drive, and that incompletion, the low throw, forced 4th and 4 from Chandana. Be a tough one, but Mukwonago is, and that's going to be a low snap, fumbled, and Spash able to come up with it. Heady play there by Braylon Smola to fall on the ball. And again, that one, I don't know if it was low or if it just went off the hands of Chandana. It might have been a little low, but that one might have just went right off the mitts of Chandana there for the Panthers. That brings up 2nd and 13. Chandana hands off up the middle to Smola. Smola's got a lot of room here, and he's going to be brought down from behind, and that's a big play, big tackle made by Connor Krieger. Because Krieger, Smola was kind of past him. He caught up to him and ripped him down from behind. Big gain by Smola either way, though. Winds up a 12-yard carry, brings up 3rd and 1. They go up the middle of Smola again. He cuts it up, finds a couple of gaps, and gets the first down. Spash first down. Braylon Smola continues his really nice night there in the backfield. He's got to be nearing 100 yards as well. First down, and Spash not wasting any time here. Handoff again to Smola. Again, Smola, I don't have the exact stats right in front of me, but he's got to be averaging right around about 4 yards a carry here tonight. And that's really been Spash's game plan here. Just ground and pound, let Smola wear down this defense. And it's worked pretty well. That was a 6-yard gain. They're going to give him 6 yards for Smola that time. Shotgun look here. 2 receivers to the left. Madalena down here on the short side of the field. 40 seconds on the third quarter clock. It's 2nd and 4. Little motion there. Hand off to Smola again. Smola swallowed up in the hole. Maybe fell forward for 1 yard. He does. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Spash Panthers. Braylon Smola got hit hard on that one. Again, have not seen many other guys carry the ball for Spash. It's been the Smola show back there, and he's done a nice job. And Konopaki not happy with Spash, unable to get the playoff there. That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. And after 12 minutes left in this game, it's 28-7 Mukwonago. We'll step aside and be back with more WIAA football action live on Zaleski Sports after this.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Welcome back, everybody. During the break, Braylon Smola took a 1-yard run. So it's now 4th and 2 here for SPASH. Again, Braylon Smola took another carry, gained 1 yard. It's 4th and 2. SPASH is going to go for this at their own 48-yard line. And 4th and 2 here. And again, this, you got to really close to becoming the game here in the fourth quarter if you're the SPASH Panthers. If you can get this, you can keep your chances alive at least somewhat. And the Panthers are going to call a timeout. With that timeout, we're going to take another quick break. Be back with the fourth quarter after this on Zaleski Sports.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans.
Welcome back, everybody. 28-7. Mukwonago over SPASH. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or you can learn more at nicolaybank.com. 4th and 2 here for the SPASH Panthers. Their chances in this game probably on the line here. 2 yards to go. They're going to drop back to throw it. They're going to go deep down the left sideline, and it is incomplete. Broken up by Bryce Belter. Intended receiver was Charlie Belson on the play. And what a risky call there. That's going to be incomplete. You see some frustration from some SPASH offensive linemen coming off the field. I don't know if maybe there was 2 play calls going to the line there and a chance to audible. I really don't know. But, I mean, that's a risky call to go 4th and 2 and go deep down the field. It was just about completed. It was really an excellent throw by Grant Chandana, a fantastic throw, but I think Bryce Belter just got his arm in there and broke that one loose. Turnover on downs, Mukwonago now with the ball again, and I think they've got a different quarterback in the game. Oh, no, we still got Tyler Schlutt in the game. Thought I saw a different number at first, but going to bring up 2nd and 2 on the 8-yard carry from Tyler Schlutt. And 2nd and 2 up here for Mukwonago. 2 backs flanking Schlutt. And they're going to hand off to Kelly. No, Schlutt's going to keep it again up the middle. Schlutt breaks a couple of tackles, falls forward. Down around the 30-yard line, 10-yard carry for Tyler Schlutt. Mukwonago looking to go up by another score here. They have not punted tonight. They've turned it over twice, but no punts for Mukwonago here in this one. And both their turnovers came on interceptions in the end zone. 1st and 10, handoff up the middle. And no, Schlutt's going to keep it again. Schlutt with 3 straight carries, and he carries the Panther defender, then gets knocked back. 6-yard carry for Tyler Schlutt, and he is putting Mukwonago on his back here in this drive. I think Mukwonago trying to even out the carry distribution now. Maybe not put too much on the legs of Radabicki and Colton Lynch. Get Schluter some carries here. I think he only had 1 or 2 before this drive. 2nd and 4. Schluter up the middle to Radabicki. And not a lot of room, but Radabicki able to kind of squeeze and squirm forward for a few yards. And makes it 3rd and 1. Now for Mukwonago. Getting a 3-yard carry by Mason Radabicki. And you got to think for Mukwonago, this is going to be 4-down territory regardless here. If they don't pick this up, you got to think they're going to go for it. In high school, you tend to see teams going for 4-down, 4th down much more than at other levels. A lot of times because you don't have a great kicker. And timeout now on the field. That'll give us a chance to hear from our friends over at Wood Street Rentals. No matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site. Look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point for all of your equipment needs. And thanks to our game day sponsors, U.S. Bank of Stevens Point, Franny's Family Restaurant, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Arbuckles, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. Also, Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And Felt's Dairy Store is Stevens Point's favorite place for cheeses, ice cream, meat, and more, all grown right here in central Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. 3rd and 1 for Mukwonago. Schluter motions the man over, fakes it, keeps it himself, and he's going to have the 1st down. Gains about 3 on the play, does Tyler Schluter. Oh, no, they're going to give him, wow. They're giving him about 2 yards there. Tyler Schluter with a 1st down. We all depend on our water, so let Maher Water Corporation ensure you and your family are in the right hands for clean water. Learn more at maherwater.com. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Here in SPASH territory. That one handoff off left tackle and going to be just short of the 1st down marker. A 9-yard carry for Mason Radabicki. Ran right off the shoulder of Nathan Roy, the left tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 1 here for Mukwonago. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. 2nd and 1 here for Mukwonago. Colton Lynch in the backfield next to Schluter. Motion man, they hand off to Lynch. Lynch with a hole, and he's in the end zone. Another score for Mukwonago. The Indians go up 34-7 on the 7-yard score from Colton Lynch. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He scored the last 2 for Mukwonago. Colton Lynch with the score, and it's 34-7. Mukwonago with the lead. And Mukwonago here in game 1 of their season picking up right where they left off last year, coming off a state championship appearance last season in the extra point. Now we got a whistle. Flag down. Flag down before the play. And illegal snap. Illegal snap called against Mukwonago there, so they're going to back up 5 yards. Now this is going to be a test here. Ryan McCormick has done a great job kicking tonight, both on kickoffs and he's 100% on his extra points, but now we move back 5 more yards, and he's got the leg for it. We've seen that, but a little bit tougher extra point here. It's up, and the leg is clearly enough, and it's accurate through the uprights. 35-7, Mukwonago. 7:31 left in the 4th quarter. We'll step aside, be back with more WIAA football after this on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Welcome back, everybody. 35-7 Mukwonago. Shoot a Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. In both Stevens Point and Plover, let their caring staff be a source of strength in your time of need. McCormick to kick it off. And that one is going to be in the end zone again and a touchback. Third one we've seen tonight for McCormick. Kicking off, and SPASH will take the field down 35-7 here. Just looking to get a good drive in here. Chance of winning this one likely out the window, but in your first game of the season, you still want to get some of your offensive sense out there, offensive plays out there, and just shake the rust off here in game one. And again, we know SPASH starting off their season against one of the top teams in the entire state last year. If you go by order of elimination, they were the second best team in the state, Division I state champion runner-ups. Losing to Kimberly 34-30 last year in the state championship, and big test for SPASH here in their first game of the season. Handoff up the middle. Not going to go anywhere. Looks like we got a different running back in the game, though. Was not Braylon Schmola. If I get a number here. I believe that was Izzy Moore on the carry. So, yep, Izzy Moore in the backfield now for the Panthers. Braylon Smola's night is likely done. Don't need Smola taking any more hits here. Down by 28. Handoff to Moore. And Moore gains a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. It's going to be 3rd and 8 here for the Panthers. About 6 minutes left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 8. Chandana, going to be a screen pass here to Moore. He's got some blocking, and he gets laid out. That was a big hit. Hopefully Moore is all right there. He got walloped by Colin Craig. Colin Craig, that was a big hit, and that's a tough – that's kind of the setting for a big hit when you've got a linebacker coming from the opposite side of the field and a running back on a screen play. He blindsided Moore that time. It's going to bring up 4th down here. 4th and 4. And a timeout on the field. We will take a timeout as well. Step aside, be back with more WIAA football after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Felt's Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Welcome back, everybody. 4th and 4. SPASH going to keep their offense out there. Play action pass. Chandana drops back, throwing over the middle. It's caught. 1st down. Nice catch made by Charlie Belson. And I was just about to say They may have had a potential pass interference call, and there comes the flag. The defensive back tackled Belson before the ball even got there. So they are going to get pass interference call here. That looks like it's going to go against Bryce Belter, the corner. But nonetheless, it's going to be declined on the throw and catch to Charlie Belson. So SPASH converts the 4th and 4. SPASH, again, only 7 points on the board. They've done a really nice job converting on 4th down, though. I think that's their 3rd 4th down conversion of the game. Chandana hands off up the middle to Moore, and Moore gains about 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. It's going to be 2nd and 7 here for the Panthers. Their spread set here, 2 receivers to the left, 1 tight end, and 1 receiver to the right. Here comes Madalena motioning to the left. Now we got trips over here. Play action pass, quick swing, and it's going to be incomplete. Into the turf, going to stop the clock at 4:32, makes it 3rd and 7. Turn your house into a home and shop home furniture. Find many top brands of beds, sectionals, recliners, sofas, and so much more, all at a family-owned discount furniture store. Shop home furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. 3rd and 7 here as SPASH Panthers wait to get the play call. And they'll head to the line of scrimmage here. 3rd and 7 at their own 47-yard line against SPASH, just trying to end this game with a good drive, something to kind of build into and maybe build into next week's practices as well. Stepping up in the pocket. And there's a flag down. This is going to be a first down or near a first down for the moment on the run for Shonda now, but there's a flag down in the backfield. And we'll see what the call is here. It's going to be holding. Holding call against SPASH, and that's going to back them up. Some yardage here. Again, it's from the spot of the foul. And we'll see what that brings up here. But find your new career with Farner Asphalt, now hiring for laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators with year-round benefits. Must be 18 to apply. Learn more and apply today at farnerasphalt.com. That's going to bring up 3rd and 18 here for SPASH. Again, this is one where maybe just try to get 7 or 8 yards or maybe 10 yards or so and get into a point where you can go for it on 4th. Going to be another timeout here for the Panthers. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll step aside and be back with the remainder of this one. 35-7, Mukwonago back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Golf is a game of fine details and mental stability because it is very difficult to be consistent. Naraxon gave me the ability to see all of the fine details. My center of balance, my swing path, how every single part of my body moved while I was swinging. Pain that is stopping you from what you love is something that WPI can help with. I got to just achieve so much more on the golf course than I ever thought that I was capable of.
Welcome back, everybody. 35-7, Mukwonago over SPASH. It is 3rd and 18 here for SPASH, and timeout just called by the Panthers, Coach Eigenberger. And again, I'm curious to see if maybe they just go for, well, they're going to go with a reverse, and this really, well, breaking tackles. Madalena made way more out of that play than what was really there. Madalena gains over 10 yards on that play. He easily could have been tackled for a loss on that play. That one really was a broken play from the beginning. The blocking really wasn't there. But Madalena able to block. I mean, they did seal the edge on this side, did the Panthers' offensive line, but it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 6. I don't know if some fans were getting talked to there, or I'm not sure what that announcement was for, but it's 4th down here. Chandana drops back, throwing over the middle, and it's caught. Caught by the tight end, Ethan Ellinger, for a 20-yard gain, the dime from Chandana, and that's going to be a first down for the Panthers. And they're going to go right to the line here. 4 minutes on the fourth quarter clock here. SPASH putting a good drive together. 1st and 10. Line down markers aren't even set yet, and Smola, just like that, back into the game as well. He may have been in the last couple of plays as well, but they bring Braylon Smola back into the game. Thought maybe the Panthers might, Coach Eigenberger might elect to hold him out the rest of this game, as again, 3 minutes. Well, not really going to win this game at this point, but just looking to get a good drive together here at the end. Smola remains in there. 2 receivers to the right. It's 2nd and 7. Chandana hands off up the middle. They're going to go to Smola again. Smola to the 15-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Another first down for the Panthers. 1st and 10 from the 15. And are they going to go right back to the line again? No, we've got another timeout, this time for Mukwonago. We'll step aside, be back with the remainder of the fourth quarter after this on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back, everybody. 1st and 10, Panthers at the 15-yard line. Chandana hands off outside to Smola. Backs off one of his offensive linemen, then cuts it up and gains a good 4 yards. Nice run from Smola again. And we'll see if SPASH huddles up here. Now they're going to go back. 3 minutes, the clock here. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. 2nd and 6 here for the Panthers. And he got a bunch set out to the right there, 2 wideouts. The handoff to Smola anyways, and he's going to get stuffed up. Maybe gains a yard on the play, makes it 2nd and 5. Stevens Point Orthopedics, proudly providing the central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Speaking of Stevens Point Orthopedics, they've got a big, large logo out here on Gerke Field. As you take a look at there's Stevens Point Orthopedics. Big thanks to our friends over at Stevens Point Orthopedics. 3rd and 6. Dropping back into the end zone, incomplete. Chandana was feeling the pressure, had to throw it. It's going to be incomplete in the end zone, and you got to imagine the Panthers are going to go for it here on 4th and 6. Well, we're probably closer to 4th and 5. So 4th and 5 here for the Panthers. And if they do not convert this, it'll open the door for Mukwonago to probably just take some knees or hand it off and end the game. But SPASH looking to end the game on a high note offensively here. Get some momentum into this week of practice, and they're going to make the job a lot more difficult on themselves with the false start penalty there. That's going to make it 4th and 10. Now for the Panthers. They got to get to the 5-yard line. So a false start penalty makes it 4th and 10. dropping back. Chandana going to the fade route to the end zone and batted away, incomplete. A great play by the defensive back, Owen Kilton there. He was defending Aman Konopaki, who had that great one-handed catch earlier this game, and a great defensive play by Owen Kilton that time. And effectively ends it here and seals the win for Mukwonago, barring something totally crazy happening here in the final 144. And so likely Stevens Point going to drop their first game of the season, go to 0-1. Mukwonago is going to improve to 1-0. But again, so I'm sure SPASH knew coming into this game they're going to have a tough task against the Mukwonago team that was runner-up at the Division I state tournament last year. And Mukwonago has looked like a state tournament caliber team here tonight. The toss to Kelly again. Kelly makes a man miss, falls forward, down for a couple of yards. So again, still starters out there for Mukwonago. And still running plays here, still running touch passes as it brings up 2nd and 6 on the reception by Mason Kelly. They've run that swing kind of touch pass to Kelly a few times here in this one. And Kelly's got over 100 yards at least and 1 touchdown tonight. 2nd and 6. Kelly coming in motion again. This time they'll hand off up the middle. I believe that's to Radabicki. Radabicki. Gain some yardage there. 50 seconds on the clock. Good time to remind you that coming up next will be your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. Be sure to stay tuned for that. We'll be talking with Coach Ganevok, as well as our Highlight House player of the game, Mason Kelly, for Mukwonago. 3rd and 1, and now whistle. Flag down, offsides against the Panthers. And it brings up 1st and 10. And that'll be one more play for Mukwonago, and this one will be done. Again, coming up next will be your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We're going to talk to Coach Mike Ganevok, as well as Mason Kelly, our Highlight House player of the game, the kneel down, and that is going to do it. Mukwonago gets the win over the SPASH Panthers in opening night here of the 2023 WIAA football season. Mukwonago takes down SPASH 35-7 here on Friday night. Again, coming up next is your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. So we're going to step aside, hear from the great folks over at Nasonville Dairy, and be back with your postgame show after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
I can't see him. All right. So I'll talk to Coach first, and then I'll grab you. All right. Okay. All right. So you can... All right.
First one, tell babe.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Joined now by Coach Gnavok of the Indians. And Coach, you guys come out your first game of the season here after summer working out, summer of camp and everything like that. 35-7 win. Just talk about what it means to get this game on a win and your thoughts on your guys' performance tonight.
I just got done telling the team that I've been doing this longer than they've been alive, and week one games are always tough, especially when you got to travel 3 hours. So I was really proud of their execution and performance. Now we made a million mistakes and we got to clean up some things. But Stevens Point is a much improved team from based off what we saw on film last year, and I think that they're going to do some damage in the Valley.
Yeah, and then, you saw in the first half you talked about a little bit of mistakes, some turnovers from you guys from Point, but the second half seemed a lot more cleanly played, especially from you guys. Talk about, what was your message to the team at halftime? And obviously it just seemed like a more cleanly played, not so many fumbles out there and everything like that.
Yeah, I asked them at halftime what they liked. We went through the script, and we saw some things we thought we might be able to take advantage of a little bit, but the big boys up front said, Coach, just run gap, run power and counter. That's what we love doing. So that's pretty much what we hammered in the second half, and that's our bread and butter. That's what we do.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question about the offensive line. All night it seemed like no matter who was carrying the ball, gaping holes out there a lot of times tonight, or big holes out there. Talk about your offensive line's performance here in this one.
Yeah, we take great pride up front. I happen to be their position coach as well, and we know that it all starts up front, and those guys take pride in it, and our theme is kind of work in the dark, and nobody represents that better than our linemen, because they don't always get the glory. It's the running backs and receivers that are scoring the touchdowns and quarterbacks, but they just love to get to work and make holes.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Much.
Yep.
Thanks.
All right, now we're going to be joined by our Highlight House player of the game, Mason Kelly. And Mason, first off, how does it feel to come out here, your first game of the season, after you guys have been hitting each other all summer in practice and scrimmages and stuff like that? How does it feel, your first game, to come on a really long road trip and get a win?
Feels great. Nothing really like it. I mean, it's really nothing like it. I mean, it's just exciting to come out here and play with my boys. It's a family. I love them more than anything, and this is everything. It feels great to just be out here, and all the teamwork and brotherhood we put into this program. So.
Yeah, and then 35 points offensively for you guys tonight. You had that long touchdown. I didn't have exact stats up there, but I'm sure you had over 100 yards, a touchdown for you. Talk about your connection with your quarterback out there, and what you were seeing out there on the field tonight with some of those sweet plays you run out there as well.
So me and my quarterback, we weren't like the closest to begin with, because he's a grade older, but we started to form a bond as we worked in the summer a lot, and we just got really close. We started to develop chemistry, and we just clicked. And I feel like we have a lot of potential this season, and I'm looking forward to it. And I mean, they're a really good defense, and I'm really glad that they play good, they play hard. But our coaches, they get great play calls, and I mean, good luck to them for the rest of the season. But yeah, they're a great football team.
Yeah, and then just watching the game, it's hard not to notice the holes that were opened up, by your guys' offensive line tonight. Talk about, as a skill position player, you guys back there, what does it mean for you guys, or what are you thinking back there, or what's your mindset with that kind of an offensive line in front of you guys?
I mean, I'm never really worried. They're always in front of us, blocking their ass off. Okay. They work hard. It all goes unnoticed, the work that they put in, and when they're down there blocking, they never get the glory. But at the end of the day, it really all comes down to them and how they perform. So, credit to them for a great game today.
All right, so last thing we're going to do, I'm going to hand you the microphone, okay? So I know you can't really see it, but if you can see not the far left window there with the lights.
Guy waving?
Yeah, he's waving, so you see him waving, okay. So you'll look up there, I'll count you down from 3, 2, 1. You'll just say, my name is, your first and last name, and I'm in the house, okay? Right. You'll look right to where that guy's waving, all right? All right, I'll get out of the camera, I'll count you down, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1.
My name is Mason Kelly, and I'm in the house.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you,
Congratulations
sir.
on the win. Yep.
Thank you.
All right, that was our Highlight House player of the game, Mason Kelly. Coach Gnavok, thanks to him for joining us here after this game tonight. Again, Mukwonago gets the win over SPASH, 35-7 here in this game. And again, Mukwonago, coming off a great season last year, they came out here today. Again, a 3-hour drive for them. Congratulations to them on getting a week 1 win, 35-7. Not easy to drive that far and still come out with a win here on this one. One thing you didn't talk to them about, they didn't punt tonight either offensively. 35 points. The only times they got stopped were when they turned the football over. Big win for Mukwonago. And then for Stevens Point, though, again, you talked to both Mr. Kelly, Mason Kelly, and Coach Gnavok, mentioned the SPASH team, an improved team from last year, and I think we saw that out there a little bit today as well. That the SPASH's offense, even though it was only 7 points, we saw a lot of times throughout this game still able to move the ball really well, especially with the ground game, just kind of grounding and pounding 3 or 4 yards. A couple of big plays in the passing game as well. So stay tuned. We'll have SPASH football for you throughout this season. It's going to be interesting to see where the SPASH team winds up this year, but. Again, the offense did a pretty nice job for SPASH, even though you only get the 7 points out here. This is a great Mukwonago team, and a great way to start the season for Mukwonago, and also for SPASH, even though in a loss, you play a great team like this, obviously, that can only help prepare you for conference play and other teams moving forward here throughout this season. So that's going to bring us to the end of our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at nasonvilledairy.com or in Marshfield or Curtis, Wisconsin. So with that, we are going to say goodnight. That's going to bring our broadcast to a close. My name is Caleb Jacoby alongside Trevor Zaleski doing the production here tonight. Live from Gerke Field, we're saying so long here on Zaleski Sports, and we'll see you next time right here on your hometown Wisconsin sports network, Zaleski Sports.